Mm, all right. Hello, good evening. My name is
Hello.
Mario Luis Rubio Castro.
Nice
Uh,
meeting you.
yes, nice meeting you too. Uh, so today I'm going to be doing an interview for the subject of job skill development.
Okay.
And then the point of this interview is, I guess, to get some knowledge of, well, different careers.
Mm-hmm. Mine
All
is
right.
the best one.
Yes, of course. All right. So
At least that's what I think. And I hope so. The rest of the world.
I mean, it is a very nice career. Just several people, what they don't like about it is the length of it.
Oh, yes, it's lengthy, yes. And once you start at medicine, you never end. You never stop learning. You have to study, study, study the rest of your life.
You're always updating.
Yes. Yes, you're always updating, learning new things, meeting new people, new places, and recently, um, new diseases like COVID.
Oh, yeah. You have to get used to, well, everything new that comes.
Yes, everything is a challenge, and
Oh, yeah.
challenge accepted. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
all ears.
So, if you could introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Rufina Rubio Castro, and I was born here at TJ, Tijuana, Mexico, or should I say Baja? And I'm an internist. Medical internists are the doctors that on United States they used to call us hospitalistas. It will be the translation on Spanish. And we are the kind of doctor who sees everything from 18 years old to the rest of your the length of your life.
Wow.
Besides, we know a little bit of around 18 or 20 specialties on medicine, a little bit of cardiology, genetics, allergy, gastroenterology, endocrinology, intensive care, emergency medicine. And we are the type of doctor who searches for the diseases on the people. Once you have a disease and nobody knows what it is, they always call an internist.
Well,
Mhm. We
so
are
pretty much,
the detectives of medicine.
so pretty much an internist has to fill any missing spot in whatever problem they have.
Yes, 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 yes. And once we have to found the origin of the disease or something else that is outside of knowledge, we have to derive the patient with another specialty, uh, cardiology or the rest of us. Internal medicine, it's called, on Spanish, it's called tronco común. I don't know the word on English. I don't know which word will be the appropriate one. But on Spanish, it's called tronco común. What tronco común means, it's everyone has to start on internal medicine if you want to make a specialty. If you want to be a dermatologist, you have to start on internal medicine. If you want to be cardiology, you start on internal allergy, everyone. The only specialty that doesn't need internal medicine, and that's a shame, it's psychiatry.
Oh,
Mhm. But the rest, everyone passes through us. They have to make 1 or 2 years at internal medicine, and then they have to reapply to the sub they want. Because
wow.
the normal length of our specialty is 4 years. And on English, we also are called general internist, not family doctor. We are internist because we manage a lot of patients at the hospital.
Oh, so
Mhm,
very busy part of medicine.
mhm. Yes. and you get addicted at it. Once you taste the hospital and everything, you always want to work in a hospital. I know that because that's my position right now. I love to work at the hospital with the patients, with the students. We have med students, and we have the ones who want to be internists, the residency, and we have internships. Internships is the internado on Spanish. Is the students who want to be general doctors, but they have to be at the hospital 1 full year, so they can see a lot of diseases, a lot of pathologists who will nurture them to be well prepared to the social service.
Right. Right. So let's do the first question.
Okay.
What was it that got you interested in medicine in the first place?
Oh, it's a long story. I always loved medicine. I start learning first aids when I was on the college. When I was at the college, there was a big competition called Intertex on around 77, 76. And the whole week when it was the Intertex being played, you had to be on any group but work for the school. And I choose first aids. And that was my beginning.
Wow.
Later that week, we kept studying, a couple of friends and me. We kept studying, and we studied a lot to know first aids and bandages, some type of medicines, rescue, and everything. A couple of years later, I entered the Cruz Roja as not paramedic, because on that years we didn't have paramedics, but kind of paramedic. And later, I decided to join medicine.
Oh, wow.
But that was
Well,
my journey.
well,
I start like you on college.
oh, wow. So since a very young age, you got the interest.
Yes. I received a call. Because we always say, you don't go to medicine and choose medicine. Medicine choose you. And you will know that once you start.
Mm-hmm. All right. So question number 2.
Okay.
If it ever did happen, how did you feel if you failed an exam that you thoroughly studied for?
Well, I'll be very sad, ashamed, because it's part of the proud of being a student to always pass your exams. So I will feel ashamed because of not accomplishing that step. But the worst thing, it will be that I will feel like, how should I put it? Not only a profound sadness, I will question me, because I will question it, what happened? What happened that I couldn't fulfill this step on my life, on the test or on whatever? What happened? And I'll try to see the whole thing, and securely I will study harder and present that test again.
Oh, that's good. Nice and secure for the
Yes, on my times being a student, it was a very serious thing. Not that it's not serious
Uh-huh.
today, but at my time, you are talking about 40 years ago, it was very serious, serious because not all the people had the opportunity to go to school.
Mhm. Yeah, it was, I guess, more rare in those years.
Yes, yes. It was difficult to get to school because not everybody had the money. Even though we had public schools, the the pressure of being at that public school was hard because probably 80% of the students of Tijuana want to go to the only university we had at that time, and it was UABC.
Oh, wow.
Just to let you know a thing, when I applied to my specialty, internal medicine, I was competing with around 50,000 students
And you
for
got in.
for 6,000 places.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very impressive.
Yes, yes. It was very hard, but we did it. And that happens every year. Around 50 for 6,000 places.
Yeah, because well, UABC is, I guess, still to this day one of the most requested schools.
Yeah, it was the first one on the state, and oh, I'm talking about the whole Mexico, the whole
Yeah.
Mexican students. But getting back to what I said, it was the first one, the first and only university at the time, and then later it came. Oh, I forgot the name because they changed the name. But right now we have several universities like yours,
Yeah.
Xochicalco. But Xochicalco is one of the newest.
Yeah, it's still very new.
Yeah. Mine, it has more than 50 years. So I was the 20th generation, and it was in the 80s. So make
Calculations.
your calculation. I didn't want to say it. No. But yes, I'm old. Experience, not old. Experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, once I guess you pass through all of this process of studying medicine, doing the residency and all of that, do you remember how was your first official day as with your title as doctor?
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible, horrible. Because I felt alone. I
Oh,
had all this knowledge on my head, and suddenly I felt alone because when I was at the residency, I know I was alone in my last year because when you are on your fourth year, you actually manage the hospital and the patients alone. I don't know how you call it on English, but on Spanish we call it adscrito. The adscrito, he only went, and how many patients did he have today? Oh, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever. And I already know them. I already make the notes. I already make the tests, the labs, and everything. Okay. And that was all for them. But for us, it's still a job. So when on my first day, I felt excited, yes, but I also felt anguish because I was alone, because I had nobody to ask if suddenly something happened, and on that moment I felt afraid of something. The most of my fears was not being capable of helping the patient.
Oh,
And that was my major fear. And I always thought, and what happens if this patient has this, and this, and I won't be able to help him? It happened, yes, but fortunately, the rest of my colleagues, I could ask them. But the
okay,
first
that's
day,
good.
yes,
Yeah.
I was the brand new internist on the hospital.
Wow.
So, and where you come? I'm coming from Monterrey. Oh, you come from one of the three biggest medical centers of the Republic. Yes. So, okay. And inside of me, what? Oh, God, please help me. Don't make me do a mistake. Exciting, but afraid.
So very mixed emotions on the first day.
Yes, yes. I'm always been this type of person. Um, Not a little bit, a most anxiously person.
All right. So if you could, I guess, choose a day from your career, is there a specific day or a specific time you would consider the best?
Hmm. All my years as a medical student were great, but the best ones were my residency.
Uh,
The 3, 4 years of my residency were the best. Why? Because I was alone at Monterrey, so I have to rely on myself for everything. And I was in a real big medical center, um, learning new things every day. Every day I was learning new things. I love learning new things. And The Patient is the best book you have. The patient will teach you a lot of things if you are capable, and that's one of the things that internal medicine it's best if you are capable of listening and being able to translate what the body and the language of the patient are telling you. Because there's a lot of things that patient won't tell you. As Dr. House used to tell, patients always lie. That's true. But that's a part of our job. We have to make all the diligences because we are internists. We have to know. That's the thing. We have to know. I remember so many times that one of my teachers or my colleagues at the hospital used to tell, but the patient died, or there's no more things you can do for the patient. Why you want to keep pushing this? And sadly, on some occasions, because the patient won't live enough, it was always I need to know. I need to know what happened.
yeah, just to know, like,
I can't let go this patient not knowing what happened.
so you can like be better in case that
Yes, yes,
the
that was
patent
the
repeats
thing.
itself.
Because that way I will know something new, and if another patient arrives in similar conditions, I'll know how to help him. But yes, one of the things of internist is we always want to know.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
One of the things, one of the things
Yeah,
they
it's
used
okay.
to tell us at the hospital since my early years, and even now, The only ones to know more than an internist are the pathologists.
Oh,
That's what they tell us, but we always respond, no, they won't. No, they don't. Why not? The pathologist is the one who has the body, and he can dissect it and see what it killed him and everything. And we always said, probably, but I don't think so. He knows everything. It's not a proud thing, but it's just no, I don't think so. It's like if someone you are very good at something, and you have someone who knows who's another group, and he also good, and someone told you, oh, probably the only one who can beat you is fulanito, and you will say, I don't think so. But he's bigger, he knows more, he this and this and this. Probably, but I don't think so. Okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
I guess for a more upbeat question,
Yeah.
how inaccurate or accurate are medical TV shows?
That depends on the show, because there are some shows are very accurate, but other ones, they're just that word, show. They want to, they romanticize the medicine. Let me think. One show that was kind of accurate. It's Grey's Anatomy. But Grey's Anatomy has a lot of
romance.
Yeah, I was thinking relationships. How should I say? Yeah, yes, it happens, but not like that. Everyone with everyone. Like an orgy. No. I know. But it's kind of accurate in some things. Another one, probably Dr. House. But the thing with Dr. House is you don't jump directly to major studies. Oh, this patient came because this. Okay. Made him a CAT scan and lumbar puncture and this and this and this. No, we don't do the things like that.
It's more, I guess, slow check.
Yes.
Everything that you can.
Yes. But not as no, that's not the last thing you will do. First, you have to question again the patient, re-exam the patient. We always re-question and re-exam the patient. See what labs and x-rays and everything the patient has. And once we do that, we start soliciting the things we want or we need. But we always first re-exam and re-question the patient, because that gives us some clues of what it can be. You always start on medicine. You always start at the most general things, and from that you go narrowing. You don't start with the strangest things. No, you have with the more generals. What can it be? What could it be? Okay, if this is a male on this group of age, he present with this type of symptoms. What can it be? Okay, it can be this, and this. Okay, we have these three things but of these three things, what can it be? This one. Okay. we go on this one, this way. If haven't traveled that way, we think, no, I don't think this will do or this can be. We restart. We question the patient, we examine the patient and see all the studies we have of the patient and start again.
So sometimes it can get to be a tedious process.
Yes, it's a kind of tedious, but you don't have to. One of the things you have to learn on medicine is that you won't fit the patient on what you think. It doesn't matter how you want it. If something doesn't fit, it won't fit. And you have to stop and start again. Because sometimes, no, but it has to be this, it has to be this. Well, it has to be, but the patient lacks of this symptom to the whole spectrum of things you need it to be there. No, but it has to be. No, the patient lacks this, but it looks like, well, probably looks like, but it's not. And that's one of the hardest things to accept. That it doesn't mean how hard you have studied or how hard you have investigated. If the symptoms of the patient's lacks of something you think it can be, it's not, and you have to restart.
All right, so I guess now to go to the last part of this interview. Are you still practicing medicine?
No.
Okay.
I'm not practicing medicine. I stopped practicing medicine 2 years ago. Yeah. I finally got pension. I don't know the word. I worked almost 30 years of my life, and I was working on a public hospital. And once you reach a specific number of years, you can stop working there. I reached that number of years, but I didn't want to stop. So I kept working. The reason I stopped working at this hospital, it will sound horrible, but it was. It was two things. My mom always tell me, you don't need to still work on the hospital. You don't need to work at the hospital. You already reached your years. My mom was on one side telling me, please, yeah. And the other one, it's President AMLO. It's making so many changes on so many levels that I was afraid that one of the changes he's making can not damage, but can affect the pensions and everything on medicine on the public hospital. That's why I can say, okay, I'll stop here.
Before I get his
before something happens, and now and all this that I can have, it vanishes.
Oh, yeah. So it was a guessing difficult choice to make.
Yes. But still, I'm deciding to go back at the hospital and start teaching the students for free. The residency.
Right. So now for the last question.
Okay.
What was a day like when you were a doctor, and what's a day like now?
There's a lot of different things. I still awake at the same time, 5 a.m. in the morning. That's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Mm, when I was working, well, el suspiro. Let me think. There's several things very different because right now, I'm on a mom's mood.
Uh-huh.
I take my nephews to the school. I pick them up. I make them breakfast or lunch. I clean my home. I always clean it, but now I can do it slowly.
Take your time,
Yes,
work
yes, I
calmly.
clean here and I can set it around, okay, here. And before that, clean there, yeah, because I have no time to do this, or because I have to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. in the morning. I have a lot of patients. I have to study for them. I have to prepare this. And I was in a hurry.
Yes.
The half of the day, I was in a hurry. But now I'm not in a hurry anymore. Yeah, things are very quiet.
The pace of the day changed a lot.
Yes, yes, it changed a lot, and I really miss it.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was 30 years of my life on that routine. Getting
well,
up
yeah.
at 4 or 5 in the morning, being at the hospital at 5, 6 in the morning, being there until 2 or 3, sometimes returning at the hospital in the evening or the night because uh, something happened or suddenly I thought, I missed this. I have to check it. And I returned to the hospital to check it. And now, no, I'm very patient. I'm very slow in my life right now compared to that pace. Always fast. But right now, still, I'm occupied the whole day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to return to my old routines. I need to take again because when I was at the hospital, I did that. But when I left the hospital, I also left this. Later, it got the COVID thing, the pandemic, and everything. And I haven't returned to that, but I have to return to my taekwondo classes. I have to return to my gym classes. I did CrossFit. I have to return to my hula classes or my dancing classes. Oh, right now I'm studying to be a pastry chef. And I studied and finished my Italian course. Right now I'm B2.
Oh, wow.
To go on C1.
Nice.
Yep. And there's a lot of things, but more tranquil, more slow.
Uh-huh. All right. So